Hi, beautiful divine soul. Looking at messages for you. Maybe 3 different piles, 3 different crystals to choose from. The first one being Astrophyllite. Astrophyllite. Wow, that's gorgeous. It's very deep in color. Browns and amber hues, a little bit of a light yellow in the highlights. Its name comes from the Greek word star and leaf. It forms in precise brown-orange metallic blades that contain titanium and iron. Yeah, there's like a, I don't know, otherworldly aspect to it. Very rare and very expensive. That makes sense. It's found only in a few isolated locations like Pikes Peak in Colorado and Norway and Quebec. And it's for people who need a permission slip for an intergalactic field trip. I was just thinking that, like how it's like seems so otherworldly. And interestingly enough, I used the word permission slip recently, so that was interesting. Where to put it? Wherever you go to blow the lid off, like a retreat or energy vortex, maybe even Area 51. And when to use it, when it's time to step outside of yourself, like way outside, call on the energy of Astrophyllite to electrify you with superhero purpose so you can take flight. Unlock your highest potential. Wow. And that's kind of where we are in the collective right now. This is a timeless reading, but it's like definitely time where a lot of folks are getting their ultimate soul mission, being called for their higher purpose, for their even higher than before purpose. Interesting. Okay, wow. I kind of want to see if I pronounced it right. Yeah, I think I pretty much got it. Astrophyllite. Okay, and then second crystal here. Okay, wait, so we got 2. Amber, interestingly enough. Of way ancient origin, amber is not a rock, but a fossilized tree resin, with the sugar-sweet energy telegraphed by its golden honey and maple syrup hues. Amber promotes a feeling of warmth and well-being from first blush, and armchair paleontologists love the dinosaur era bugs, sometimes caught inside. Who needs it? Tree people, old souls, anyone gearing up for a long, dark winter. That's so funny. This card just popped up before I started this reading. Didn't realize it was going to come out again. And I'm like, who's going to be gearing up for a dark winter? Hopefully that card doesn't come out. Where to put it? Any room you want to convert into a sunroom. And when you need a metaphysical hug from the universe, call the Amber's cuddly electric blanket vibes and cozy up. Recharge your good vibes. Yeah, so this is another energy I've been getting, is like a lot of light workers are going to be kind of going into a place of rest and recuperation. Like finally, like you might think that like things are done, but your body, your energy still has the imprint of everything you've experienced up until now. So now that you're being called, you're going to be called, and you're going to know what direction to go in, but you're also going to go into a safe sanctuary in order to rest and recuperate and recharge your energies. And that's going to be like a very protective place where you can actually recharge, because like even if you like try to put up boundaries, people are still gonna keep getting in your way. Even if you build your own sanctuary, the energies from the environment are still gonna get in your way. You need this kind of separate location that's gonna be protected from all those energies and kind of bring in pure divine golden white light energy, where you can kind of delve deep into like humanity's ancient history, the Earth's like memory, deep into the ancient past, and really get that kind of information, like where you can really meditate and really ground and really change out your energies. It's not just like resting or, recharging. It's literally changing out your energy in a very powerful way. And I get kind of like the dinosaur vibes. So it's definitely like, it's not a coincidence that there's a new Jurassic Park out. Definitely this energy of very ancient, powerful energies that want to connect to you, and you need to be in the right energy to do that. And you need to be rested. So you kind of need this. Your soul, your spirit needs this on Earth right now. Okay, and then lastly, Carnelian. And it's like a cherry red, kind of garnet type crystal, used by ancient Romans in rings, and by modern folks who want to ward off insecurities. Carnelian's fiery energy helps spin us out of fearful thought cycles and into action. The understimulated, anyone looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello, fear. My name is blank. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now, shut the F up and let's do this. Where to put it, wherever you want to inject some passion and confidence. And when to use it, when you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode. So I feel like this is kind of a bit of waking up your energies, kind of getting into that creative flow, and making sure that you're ready to go forward in this next cycle, really prepared. So you can kind of see like this energy of going out of your body, going into and connecting with like intergalactic type of energies, like, really going to the far reaches of your mind and pushing yourself to something beyond even where you've pushed yourself before, even beyond that. And then kind of going to a period of rest, and then a period of getting out there, getting ready to go. Okay, so these are the 3 piles. Now you know a little bit about each and kind of the general collective energy. If you need more time to pick, you can stop now. Otherwise, we're going to move into pile 1. Hey, beautiful pile 1, the Astrophyllite. Looking into a message from you. It could be from spirit, your higher self, from a past or loved one, a specific spirit guide that's like very heavily mentoring you right now, or an energy from someone in this current lifetime with you, their higher self that wants to kind of really needs something important to say to you. It's just like the message you need to hear right now, basically. Okay. All right. Just have to zoom out a bit. Okay, so there's something about loss coming up. I'm feeling specifically a feeling of loss, but okay, I feel like there's like a little feeling of little loss of control with your immediate surroundings, although it's not like completely horrible. It's not like you're being evicted, or your house just burned down, or that you just got laid off or fired, or you have to move and you don't want to. It's not that kind of energy. But I'm definitely feeling there's a little bit of loss of control, loss of security in your immediate surroundings, whether it's at home or at work or in your neighborhood, or like just kind of an area that you spend a lot of time. All right, and what does Spirit have to say about that? Not today. Yeah, I feel like there's like some boundary setting, or you're kind of debating like if you should avoid this or not. There's definitely an energy of like you're going into like bigger and more expansive things, and it feels very much like Why now? The distraction of shiny things. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you are being distracted for like a purpose. Like there's a reason behind all of this. Let me see. Okay, faith and commitment. Okay, it's basically testing your commitment to your faith. Yeah, and it's like while things move out of your life and things come in, it feels like you are kind of in a transition phase where you have this like test of faith. So like once you kind of mastered a type of energy, you often kind of get tested in it. And with like the minor arcanas here, it really feels like the 2, 4, 5. It really feels like it's not a big deal compared to what you've been through, compared to what you have done. It's not a big deal. I think just because it's right in front of your face, it's really distracting. But you are in a very much bigger, different energy, and it's just kind of, it's all coming in. And right now, you're just kind of reviewing and being tested for all those major values that you have. Okay, 2 cards. Okay. Mountain lights, light beings, portals, subtle energies. I do feel like that you're connecting to, like, especially with this specific crystal, like you're connecting to like a different high level powerful energy that's like, it's kind of like spirit's like, why are you being distracted by the little things? But it's like very understandable. It's like, well, spirit, like you try to be a human and not get distracted with these things in your face all the time, right? And then Dawn Watcher, caretaker, guardian, support. So you do have like a support system, like looking out for you and very much wanting to kind of help you at this time. They're like watching what you're doing. They're supporting you at this time. I am getting that they understand. I'm getting some of them are very appalled that like you have to, like the way that you've been treated or the things that you've had to deal with. I'm getting some sort of like protective energy from the other side. It could be a passed over loved one. It could be some ancestors. It could be a really important spirit guide that's like very much by your side and mentoring you. Like you're very like significant, and like the one that's like guiding you the most at this time is like your mentor right now on the other side. They're like kind of watching and they're kind of making sure that you're okay and stuff like that. And I do feel like a little bit like they're a little bit like kind of appalled with the state of things, which is kind of crazy. It's hard for them to watch, but this is kind of like your like lesson to kind of work through. It's kind of like being, I don't know, like a parent or a really good friend to someone who's like going through something difficult, and it's like you want to help, but you want to step in, but you can't learn that lesson for them. You can't pass the test for them. They have to do it themselves. So it's kind of like they're onlooking and being like, oh my goodness, like I can't watch, but at the same time I want to give them support and like encourage them through this. And so that's that kind of energy that I'm definitely getting here. An axe. Yeah. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandon. And the thing is, you're doing the right thing. Like with this boundaries thing here, I was like, I feel like you might be a little angry, or you might be doing you might be saying all the right things, you might be handling things all the right ways, but it's still kind of affecting your energies. And so you're doing the right thing, but it's, and that's why it's kind of like amping you up even more, because it's like, oh, you've mastered this energy, you were doing the right things, and even still you're being confronted with this type of energy that you obviously have a huge mismatch with. Like, it's obviously not on the same plane of existence that you are in or you are going into. So there's a little bit of that energy here, and we're going to see why right now. Healing, healed, healer. So this is kind of like, you know, where the student becomes master type of energy. With the Hierophant here especially, it's definitely kind of like a mastery level of a lesson or faith being tested, being like kind of played out here for you. Healing energy surrounds you in the situation. Definitely with a lot of purple here, because all this deck, it doesn't always have like purple hues, but this deck doesn't either. So it's like there's a lot of purple hues here. Definitely makes me feel like third eye chakra, like you can see beyond what's happening here. You can see into the other dimensions. You can see the higher perspective. And even sometimes that's like not enough. You're still having this physical human experience, and even though you can go into the spiritual realm, doesn't mean that you can avoid the physical. And it's definitely kind of one of those, like, I'm hearing like accolades, like you're getting like medals put around your neck, like a ton of them, because you're kind of graduating into this new level of energy. And it's kind of where you may have been like a spiritual teacher, a spiritual warrior, or a student of spirituality for a very long time, or whatever that means for you, like your self-mastery, whatever you want to learn. And it's going into where you're going to be teaching teachers, that type of energy. So that's why there's like a really funny feeling I'm getting while you clear out this kind of energy. I'm getting like, you know, the kind of energy, like for example, if you are in counseling, or if you're in like if you're in the line of work of helping others heal, whether it's in like the therapy type, counseling type line of work, or like even like Reiki or energy work, if you're in that kind of line of work, you know how like you have to kind of at some point like not take it personally when someone kind of attacks you, and realize like, oh, they're in this like really, really deep, dark place where this is them lashing out. I can't take it personally. And it's like you have to be a really tough kind of soul. You got to be a really, really understanding and really, really intelligent, emotionally intelligent person to know what that is and how to interact with that. I'm feeling that kind of energy is like where like other people's like lashing out of negative energy or immaturity is like just rolls off your back kind of thing, you know, like, you know how like those nurses who've been kind of in hospitals for so long, and they just like, yeah, I like, they can like deal with anything, right? Like people waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning being crazy, asking for weird things, or like, you know, poop everywhere, or just someone like, you know, just like someone like even being like feisty and stuff like that. Like you deal with it all when you're in the hospital for that long, right? I'm getting that kind of energy. Like I even got like there's like specific counselors and therapists that work with like people who have literally the worst of the worst experiences in life, like satanic ritual abuse and shit like that. And these people, they are trained, they're hardcore, right? So I'm getting like that. It's like you're kind of like evolving from like this type of teacher to that type of teacher or healer. Does that make sense? Like, and that's why there's a little bit of like what's going on here. I'm going to pull a few more cards to kind of wrap this up and see if Spirit has any messages in regards to. I do feel like you have physical support coming in the form of a partner, whether it's romantic or platonic. Depends on what's happening in your life right now. But I do feel like some sort of support, inspiration. Okay, there's something like you inspire someone, or someone inspires you for whatever this is. Yeah, it's really, yeah. Mice, sometimes mice is about pregnancy, but it's not about pregnancy in this one. Let's see, 23. Loss, worry, stress. Yeah. I feel like your energy is at a point where it's like in kind of like an energetic crisis mode with whatever you're dealing with. I feel like even though it's not like the worst thing that you've ever experienced, I do feel like it is, it's not good. The dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So I feel like you as a healer need to heal yourself. And I do feel like there's someone stepping in to kind of help you be more lighthearted, to allow you to have a little bit more fun and kind of get out of this energy, especially because you're transitioning and it should not be so long. There's like big long-term plans coming in right now, and that needs to be kind of the focus. Like, focus on that, don't focus on this. Spiritual teacher, didn't I say like that? Yeah, your life purpose involves teaching others and about healing and spirituality. Literally just said that. I didn't even know this card existed. I don't think I've ever pulled that card. That's crazy. In flower power, spend some time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. I'm getting like the flower with the dragonfly, just like be in the energy of beautiful things in nature, lighthearted things, good energies, good vibes, good food. It could be healthy food or just food that you like, good people, good energies, nature, in order to kind of let this transition. Yeah, I'm going to pull one more card for this person. Justice is like good karma coming back to you. You are living poetry. What does that have to do with this energy? Choose who you are becoming. Yeah, so I feel like you've already chose what path you want to go to. And so this is kind of like you're at a crossroads and you just kind of have to like finish. You just kind of have to like finish this. Yeah, and it should come through before next spring. This transformation should be complete by like next spring. And I kind of want to look into real quick, but why is this happening at all? Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, origin. Beginning, initiate, origin. Home. Okay, interesting. Yeah, because it's wherever you spend a lot of time that this energy is kind of being amplified for you right now. And it's kind of that feeling of getting uncomfortable in your current home in order to move into that new home, right? And this is energetically speaking, so that's kind of what it is. And how you can best deal with that right now. Teddy bear. Interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. Like, I feel like it's keep it like lighthearted, have fun with the folks that like the universe sends you to kind of go on a date or to kind of have a girls' night or boys' night or something like that. Just keep it light-hearted and enjoy the kind of crumbling of the old home energy. It's kind of like that there's some stuff going on, like a renovations going on in your home or something like that. It's like, yeah, like obviously like living in your home while those renovations are going on or construction is going on is going to be very difficult. Like spend as much time outside of the house as possible. Does that make sense? Like spend as much time outside of this energy as possible. And it might even actually mean like physically not being in that environment too much. kind of want to bring in a dragon energy. Silver Lunar Dragon bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. And Fire and Water Dragon. Enable your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. Yeah, I definitely feel that. The causal chakra, I love that because we got right from the beginning. It's like you're connecting to like a higher energy right now, and the causal chakra is associated with higher consciousness and spiritual insight and access to the Akashic record. So it's a bridge between the physical and spiritual. Connecting to past lives, like we got from the dinosaur energy. And soul's overarching purpose, like the bigger soul purpose, so that all kind of aligns. Like you're connecting to your higher life purpose. Right now you're meant to kind of connect to a higher energy. So I feel like it's a really good time to kind of do whatever is your version of meditating, or however you connect to those higher energies. So whether it's automatic writing, channeling, meditating, going for nature walks, or whatever it is, it might be best to do that. I just heard QHHT. Whatever helps you connect to that higher power, that's good. And then also prepare for change and to move forward quickly. I feel like that renovation is so you can sell the house, so you can move, kind of thing, right? And expect the unexpected and have fun. Like, I feel like there's something coming in that you cannot see, that you might not expect, that is going to really help expedite this change into this new home energy. Whether that's like actual home or new office or new neighborhood or like just like this new energy, but I feel like it's very connected to like a physical space. So I do feel like wherever you're spending a lot of time, whatever this physical home space energy is, that's being upgraded, and it's going to happen very quickly and very unexpectedly, and you're supposed to have fun. That's why it's supposed to like get out of there and be lighthearted, be around people and things that keep things lighthearted. Travel, moving, And when can you expect that energy? It's time to take a break. And we talked about like having a rest. Like you'll need a rest. And so I feel like wherever you're going, it might be a temporary place where you kind of just rest for a minute because you need that bit of rest. Let me see. Is that true? Just the rest? Yeah, it's just a moment of rest. It's kind of like a pit stop. Yeah, a pit stop while like everything kind of comes crashing down. I'm getting. So while all this while the craziness of the construction of the renovation in your house goes down, or while like you kind of, watch the old home be broken down so you can build a new one on top, or whatever, as you see like chaos ensue in your current workplace, or that place that you hang out a lot, or that old friend group and where you guys hang out a lot, like while you let that chaos ensue and all that destruction happen, which is good, you need to destroy the old in order to build fresh and new. Like there's going to be like a temporary like holding space, but it's like much needed, and we saw that kind of in the early energy. So all right, pile one, so I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment, and with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile two. We're looking at the amber pile here. What messages are here for you from the universe, from your spirit guides, for a team, past over loved ones, ancestors, your higher self? A very important temporary spirit guide that's mentoring you heavily right now, or even the energy of someone else's higher self from this physical world that's really, really tied to you and has something important to say, wherever it is the most important message for you. Okay, so I do feel like this is a message of, I'm hearing friends and support that's coming through right now. Okay, a lot of purple energy here. Feed your artist. Your past supports your future. Okay, so I do feel like these are kind of, I did say support, or maybe I was just thinking it, but I'm getting friends and support that allows you to be creative and lighthearted and express yourself at this time. And it seems like very crucial that you're able to solidify this type of connections, or it's not just to people, but to creative hobbies and creative work. Yeah. Amber is definitely for like creating a room of sun, an electric blanket from the universe, preparing for a dark winter for old souls. Gotcha. All right, so for like light workers, it's very this is kind of how I mentioned that when your bigger life soul purpose comes in, you're gonna be connecting with other soul family members, and also just other kindred souls, other light workers, other starseeds, other spiritual warriors, whatever you want to call yourselves, like-minded folks into spirituality, esoteric, or just truth seekers, because there's going to be shit that goes down. I don't know if this is more localized in your personal life around your neighborhoods, or if it's more of a countrywide, global-wide event, but it is something so significant that it's going to call the light workers for this bigger purpose, overarching soul purpose, band them together to kind of deal with this crisis at hand. And it's going to be a major crisis, right? So let's see. The Tree of Illumination, truth, revelations, understanding. Yeah, this is the kind of energy I've been talking about. This is something that's coming. I've been predicting this for a while, but I feel like it's almost here. It's basically here, and people need to be prepared. Yes, I should have said it. I said September, October. By the end of September, this is gonna come through. Yeah. For sure. So this is extra confirmation. The reason I was guided to do this reading today, the reason people need to know, if we can get this message out, I don't care if it's not through me, but from your mouth, from other spiritual like folks on here, like just spread the message. It's time. Be prepared. This is happening. All right. So what other things do you need to know? It's a message for you. There's going to be a message for you, like an actual message, maybe written, a letter, document, writing, message, news. I'm getting there's going to be a lot of worrying messages, maybe things on the news, maybe people from your inner circle messaging you, worrying, freaking out about whatever this is, whatever is going on here. Yeah, I'm hearing like once it starts, it's gonna start. It's just gonna start. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Yeah, and because it came out in reverse, I feel like you're gonna be bombarded with a lot of people freaking the F out. I'm getting like COVID type fear. Yeah, we all knew it. If you're in a spiritual line of work and you have spiritual friends, you've been talking about this. You knew that COVID was just like an event that was being tested for something like this. COVID was just a test. The COVID event was just a test. I'm saying it. If this video comes down, like, I'm just gonna repost it. Transition. Yeah, this is a time where you're gonna be transitioning out. What do you need to know? What should you do? Transition. Oh wow, 2 6 of Swords. That is crazy. Time to go. It's time to go. And I've said that message so many times in the past month especially, and they're telling me, like, yeah, just keep saying it right now. It's really important people get to know this is happening. Lightworkers, it's time to go. What can you expect for yourself in your immediate life? Okay, we got 2 cards that came out. Flower power. Spend some time around flower essences. So I'm getting like very divine energies. Be around divine energy, so like nature and like the things that are like most beautifully divine. So like if you have pets, if you have like, keep flowers around you, gardens, you know, food that you grow, flowers that you grow, herbs that you grow. So keep yourself around gardens and your pets and other high frequency folks, and like high frequency books, only high frequency type of content in terms of what you read and what you watch and things around you, like, because visually what you see, it can be interpreted very quickly by your mind, and immediately scanning the energy of that specific room, that specific person, that specific situation. Your intuition can quickly scan it. Your higher self can quickly figure out good vibes, bad vibes. And so even if you're not intuitively aware, even if you're blocking it, which are unawakened folks, but for you, a very intuitive person, you're going to find that at this time it's very, very important to keep really only high frequency things around you. You might just like leave things. You might just like leave things that don't resonate with you anymore, like furniture that's all like broken down, that, or anything you have like a negative emotion or memory attached to, you know, the cassette, like, you know, like, time to like kind of let it go. Only having high frequency things around you. It's like of utmost importance, I'm hearing. And this card also, be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis of your personal power. This is why a lot of light workers, you don't have to do this, but I think a lot of light workers will be doing this, which is kind of going into hermit mode, but not alone, with other kindred souls. Like, this isn't your spiritual awakening cycle. This is like you getting ready for this event, transforming into a higher level of teacher and healer and your higher purpose, because of this event with other people. You're no longer doing it alone. The collective energy will affect everyone, even if it affects them differently based on where you are energetically. So for folks who are unawakened, it's going to, you know, cause a lot of alertness and confusion and feeling of loss and desperation and depression at first, right? And, you know, when you went through your spiritual awakening journey, your initiation, you kind of had to do it mostly yourself, right? But this Great Awakening, this collective, are choosing to go through it together. It's also affecting those who are already on their journey further along, or even, way further along, in that they will be going through this next phase together with other folks. So that's the kind of a common denominator there, that like people are not going to be doing it alone. They're going to do it with other people. Your light work, their awakening. Makes sense? Okay, so what else the Spirit might want to tell you? Paradise, yeah. The thing is, you're stepping into this really wonderful energy while there's a huge contrast in the environment and the people around you, which you can see here. What you can do with the energy with these folks. Where's my dragon? Okay, so what are you supposed to be doing? Rose Pink Dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of going to be in this like high vibe, like trippy kind of connecting to 5D energies, kind of because you're stepping into 5D. That's what that is, right? You're going to be in like a different place mentally, and even if the things around you look very like much the same, they're not. There's going to be people who are still in the 3D energy and mentality, and folks who are in the 5D and manifesting from a 5D brain and mindset and heart space, if that makes sense. Okay. So you right now, Spirit's just kind of like focus on that. You know, you're just gonna have to focus on that right now. And in terms of other folks, anxiety, yeah, I feel like it's going to be very necessary when a lot of folks are going to be burdening you with their anxiety. That's not cool. You're not meant to kind of deal with that. Key, unlocking, answer, openness, solution, because they see you as like the person who can help them get out of there. And if I were to say like what Spirit wants you to do in that regard, Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. I feel like immediately you might feel this from your closest confidants, your closest people to you, your closest family members, your closest friends, your closest co-workers and neighbors. Like they're gonna like inundate you with like a bunch of these messages and phone calls and asking for help in understanding this. Like you're their go-to spiritual consultant. You know how every village has their like spiritual consultant, like you're basically that for them. And I feel like you're going to be overwhelmed by the amount that they've tried to burden you with their anxieties, and you're not meant to go there. You're meant to be here. And you're very much meant to kind of stick close to your partners and your soul family, the true few. I'm getting this like a very small group of you. Stay there for this foreseeable future. Let's see how long you should keep your head down for. Just kind of keeping the vibes high. Like you're kind of really offsetting the energy for the rest of the collective, right? And we live in a world of duality, but everything's always balanced. So like where there's like a huge drop in energy frequency on their side, it's like a huge uptick on yours. August. I'm getting like a year. About a year. But I feel like it starts by August for you, okay? So if this is a timeless reading, about in next month, this is going to start. So that's why you're getting a heads up. Or even before next month, it starts. And then it's happening in a couple of months. And yeah, if I had to say like time frame, I feel like you're going to gather yourself and it's just going to be kind of go, go, go. Things are going to kind of happen pretty quickly. Like things are going to start making sense to you even before next month, like starting now into next month. And then the month after that, you're going to be already like gone. Pack your bags and go, light workers. It's time to go. And then even by the end of the year, you might make even like plans for even more permanent kind of place or something like that. And then before next June or before, let's see, next year this time, way before. So like it's the end of July now and I got before June. So like in like about 10-11 months, I feel like there's gonna be so many new things that pop up that's just gonna have to kind of like that you're positive things I'm getting, but that you're just gonna have to kind of incorporate into your plan, and then by then you'll be able to kind of mosey on out. And then like another cycle starts, because I feel like you know, because this is gonna be such a crazy breakdown of the energies in the collective that it's going to repeat a few times before people kind of get it, and before this energy kind of really settles. So you might have a very similar year the year after that, and the year after that even, but like less intense and more kind of grounded and more kind of into whatever this is. It's like be yourself. It's kind of like a place where you can just be your lightworker self, do your lightworker thing with your true few people that you can really stay on the same frequency with. All right, pile 2, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hey, beautiful pile 3 with the Carnelian. We're looking at the message from you. It could be from the universe, from your higher self, from your spirit guides, for a team, a specific guide, spirit guide that's like very important in guiding you at this time. It could be a message from the higher self of someone here in the physical world that wants to really connect with you on a soul level at this point, and has a very important, strong message for you. It could be any of these things. It's just like the most important message that you need to hear at this time. Okay. There's something coming in for you. I feel like you've been kind of like showing glimpses of it, but like this is like your guides, I feel like kind of I'm getting confirming for you, because you already know this, that this is happening and this is coming in. Ambition. Interesting. Page of Swords. An idea or communication. I feel like it's both. It's a communication about a specific idea. Love. Okay, all these cards came out in reverse, which for me means that this is happening immediately, happening sooner rather than later. It's happening like right now. It's like the energy's already in the works for you. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Okay, so this could be, I'm getting someone who really loves you or will really love you. I feel like there's an immediate connection here. So this could be a past, present, future person, but they have an incredible amount of love for you, unconditional. And I feel like this person just wants the best for you, so they weren't going to interfere in a selfish way or anything. It could be a romantic situation. It could be a platonic friend situation. It could be mentor, teacher, parent-like, grandparent-like, child-like, mentor-like, whatever type of energy. It's just very unselfish and powerful in the amount that they want to sincerely help you, I'm hearing. Whoa. Okay. What is this about? What's coming in? Holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. So I do feel like this message has come up in all the piles, where it's this time of retreat and a safe place to kind of rest and recuperate. And I feel like whoever this is, that is coming in with this kind of potential offer, in order to give this to you out of love, because they feel like you actually really, really need it. When you need some more passion and confidence. The reason that this is coming in for you, and I feel like it's like from the universe that this person is being guided to offer you this, is because you need to reset your energies. You need to get your passion back, your confidence back, and although that those things might have been ignited and healed and back for you, it just feels like you need to kind of like reset. You need to come like take out the old and bring in the new, and this is going to allow you to do that. Give you the space, the energy, the time, whatever it is, the nature, the right people, the resources to allow you to reset, I'm hearing. Okay, that came out pretty quickly. Poker face. Taking a risk, taking a chance, risk options, not showing hand, gambling. I feel like this is something that you're like, okay, like, I don't, like, should I do this? If I do this, like, what if I, you know, lose my job, lose my home, fall out with this person, or, you know, this other thing falls by the wayside. Maybe something like you're being asked to, like, take some time off of work, or take some time away from a specific connection, or away from certain people, group energy, environment. Maybe there's a risk involved. You know, if you leave this place, you might not be able to get it back. If you know, make this change, like, yeah, there's a level of risk here, involved here, and Spirit saying, like, that's something that you're gonna have to choose to do. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's see, get more on this message. Yeah, shrewdness, the fox, selfishness. It's like, I feel like you've been so selfless that you need to be selfish. And in fact, this isn't even selfish. It's just like self-love, self-care. Like, you doing this will benefit humanity. Like, you know what I'm saying? It will benefit everyone around you. So it's like almost kind of like you're being asked to take care of yourself so you can take care of others better, kind of thing. Clever, intelligent, fraud, treachery. Yeah, I do feel like it's a very smart move and you understand it. But I also feel like there's a hint, not much, but there's a hint of like, let them eat cake, or let the London Bridge fall, or something like that. There's a little bit of a mischievous energy here too, kind of like I'm getting this energy of like putting so much energy and effort into something and not getting enough back from it. So it's kind of a little like I'm seeing a little smirk, like finally your shadow self can express itself in a healthy way, where it's just like just a little tiny bit of indulging in the fact that they won't know what to do without me, or something like that. You know? Yeah. Yep. There we go. You're sitting pretty. I'm hearing. You're sitting pretty. This collaboration with this person or a few people, because it could be more than one, is really puts you in a really like solid place, which I feel like you didn't really have a solid foundation with your current energies. And we got that from the first pile, like this current like home environment type energy, wherever you spend your time the most. So this is kind of pulling you into more safety, security, and also in a place where you're having a lot of rest and recuperation as well. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say. Judgment Day. Okay, so there is like a decision here, and I feel like it's kind of like in your heart of hearts you've already made the decision, but like just to kind of play it out, you know. Separation, yeah. Kind of taking yourself out of the situation or the energy here. Let's see what Spirit has to say. The Mirror, other lives, past lives, dimensional lives. You know, this is so interesting. So even with the Amber, the last pile, we've got that like past life connection. So there's something with past life also coming through. If you don't know how I work, usually all three energies is what's affecting light workers. It's just the pile that you pick. Could be like the main focus for you right now. You could even pick one for the minor focus, but it's basically what's happening for the light worker community at this time. So past lives energy is definitely coming through very strongly at this time. That's going to be a main focus. Interesting. I want to look into why that might be, why that is. Okay. Fairy energy, growth, expansion, and flowering. Oh, interesting. We got the flower power twice. We got expansion. I kept saying like you're expanding, you're connecting to, you're pushing the limits of your mind, body, and soul at this time for like extreme growth. I mean, this is kind of like going from like 1D to 2D, right? Like going from 3D to 5D. It's like very like much like changing your reality, changing your belief system, changing the way you think and operate in this existing, you know, framework in the physics of this world kind of thing, right? So that's why you're connecting with a lot of past life stuff recently. Okay, right now, or you're going to be. Yeah, I'm getting like every time you kind of finish a cycle like this, you might connect to past lives. I connect to past lives every once in a while, but I think the most I've ever connected to past lives was like when I first had my initial spiritual awakening. Maybe about, 6 months in, 6 to 12 months in, is when I started connecting to a lot of past lives stuff. Because I was showing spirit like I'm willing to kind of push my boundaries and be open to any kind of outcome and having no expectations and letting go of things that weren't good for me. And so they're like, okay, this girl's for real, let's do it. So, but there's something coming. This is another thing. I feel like you've obviously kind of mastered something, and you kind of went through a final test, and that's kind of pushing you into this new cycle. You're already going to pass. It was just kind of whether you're going to do it fast, quickly, and easily, or drag it out, but you're always going to get there. And it's going to happen quickly anyway. Like I'm hearing from spirit, like you had the choice of doing it over like a week or two or like a month or two, but either way you had to be ready for whatever's happening in September, right? Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups in reverse. You gotta go because you gotta do your thing. You're meant to kind of do your thing at this point. Let's see. Birds. Small problems, anxiety, restlessness, chatter, gossip. Yeah. Definitely feeling this kind of energy of like there's too much noise around you. Too much noise, and you kind of need to kind of do like hard work or something. Interestingly enough, that's kind of exactly the energy I feel. Okay. Let's see. Death. And stability and security. So you're kind of clearing out whatever's dead that's not allowing you to grow. Whatever was in your life, it's over. No second chances. Everything's done. What's dead is dead, and then you're moving into something that's has more stability, security, and allows you to grow, gives you more endurance. It's long lasting, and it allows you to kind of work in the way that you need to work. It's not going to be hard work anymore. It's going to be easy work, but still the same kind of work. Okay, I'm getting guided to pull one more of these cards. Okay. Returning home, transition, life between lifetimes, loving, welcome. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Okay, that's what it is. It's because you're leaving one energetic home or dimension and moving into another. So there's that liminal space in between, which is where you can connect to all those past lives. And boy, are you connecting to all those past lives. So let's see if there's a purpose here for connecting to the past lives, or like, should you do anything? Is there something you should do, or just see what comes through, or use it with intention? Make a mission statement for your soul. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I'm like, you could probably use this time that you're connecting to your past, or you're about to connect to with a lot of past lives, productively. The sacred flow of yes. So like, if you want to like connect to a specific lifetime, you can ask for it. You can ask like, hey, like, what's a past lifetime that's like most significant for me right now, or that can help me the most? or past lives that like my ancestors might want to show me, that's most important right now, or that can help me the most right now, or something very similar to the lifetime or cycle that I'm going to be going into, or something like that. So you can use this kind of energy to your advantage and kind of ask, like, this is what I want, if you can, like, that can help me at this time, and then they'll bring you through those lifetimes instead. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, reunion. You could also, a good question to ask right then is kind of past lifetimes with people that you're going to be connecting with, your soul family, your divine counterpart, or just anyone that you'll be working with significantly. It's going to have a significance in your life. Show you those lifetimes. I think they're going to show you even if you don't ask for it. Yeah, they are. They're gonna show you even if you don't ask for it, because they're gonna help you see your soul family, the people that you're gonna be connecting with a lot during the 5D. So when you come across them, you're gonna recognize their energy and be like, oh, this is this person from this past lifetime that I'm meant to connect with right now. So there is that type of energy. Okay, so what is this all leading up to? Okay, easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you, because I feel like you're working so hard and not working so smart, I'm getting, and you're having a lot of like busyness, noise, static kind of get in the, like, interfere. And it's like as soon it's like the more you let go and the more you let it happen, the faster it'll come through. So just like let go and let God. Trust. Let go. Any kind of little thing you have, just let go and let it just happen. Like daughter and do some research came through. Need more information about this information. The answer to your question involves your daughter. I don't know what the daughter is about. Travel and love life. I'm getting your inner child. If you have children, it could involve like your child, but like I'm getting it's because like you might be able to connect with your inner child through your child kind of thing at this time. And it says do more research. Connecting to the 5D, a lot of people are going to be connected to the 5D very in a childish way, because that's the last time that you really connected with 5D, held 5D energy strongly and consistently. So you might feel like a childlike. That's why you're going to also be guided to be around fewer people and only people with higher frequency who are going through the same thing. So when you first move into this 5D energy, it's going to be very childlike, which is why all these light workers are having so much fun and just feel like they're on cloud 9, like, you know, just like hippie status, right? And then slowly move into the toddler stage really quickly, and then, you know, quickly get the lay of the land and move into more 5D stuff. But yeah, there's this energy here. Easy does it, and hit the whip card. Something about work. I'm going to look this up. Whip is 11. Arguments, addictions, decisions, and passions. I'm getting you're putting your sword down. So like you're not even fighting anything around you anymore. You're just letting it happen. It's chaos. Let the chaos ensue. So Spirit's like, let the chaos ensue. Just let it happen. Just let it come through. Talking, interested, awaiting messages, text calls, emails, and more. Ooh, so you're getting messages, people wanting to talk to you about what? About your plans moving forward, and that's very positive. So you're going to be getting messages about train whistle, very loud, very big confirmation of your next steps and where you're going to be going, what you're going to be working on, what you're going to be doing. And this happens around when? Next month looks promising, and the way it came out is like even before next month comes through. So, and then for the next like 12 months or so, you're going to be kind of in this new energy, figuring out, working on these new, and I got a few different paths that have come into your life right now. Receive. So you're just going to let the chaos ensue, let it happen, and then receive. I think that's like your final test too. It's just kind of let the destruction happen. Let it go. Release. Don't be nitpicky. Just go around other high vibe stuff and just go with the flow. You're leaving anyway. It's coming to you. Just acknowledging this, just hearing this message right now. I'm hearing you're ready to go. And go with the snake. Charmed or used. Enable boundaries. Yeah, because I did get that. We get that energy multiple times where there's going to be people wondering, like, where'd you go? Where'd you go? And then the Queen of King of Pentacles here is like, you left to be with, you know, your person or your people. But I'm getting like, where'd you go? I'm hearing that, where'd you go? Now I need you. Heartbroken. Sad, yeah. There's going to be people around you who are going to be like, why'd you leave now? This is the time I needed you the most. Blah, 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 blah. You know, but you need to go. Okay, let's wrap this reading up with one last card. Oh, wait, where's my dragon? Okay. New career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. The train whistled when I was thinking about my dragon. Because I like lost the deck twice, even though it was like on the table. Like, where'd it go? I can't see it. So I'm going to look into that after. But your work is shifting. Yeah, new career, new... Oh no, Masuki bit this card. Okay. New higher soul purpose. And this is coming into you. This is how your faith is being repaid. It's in a major, major way. Both these cards, again, came out in reverse. You're already in this energy. It's happening now. Air and Fire Dragon expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion, which is exactly what this Carnelian is. Your passion and your confidence and your enthusiasm and your excitement, which is going to happen as you enter 5D. And then lastly, the Blue Dragon from the Pleiades prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation and give and receive heart healing. I'm just going to pull a quick card. I'm like, is this going to happen immediately or does this happen over time? Immediately. And over time. So I feel like you get immediate activation. This is the one that pushes you into 5D and starts your healing. That's why you don't even need med beds. You don't even need all these like external ways to heal. I know we have healing plants from earth. You have healing modalities with energy and Reiki and all that. But you don't need it. You just need to connect to source. And with this activation, with this energetic upgrade, you're going to be pushed into healing your energies and your bodies and your frequencies so much that you're going to be in 5D and you're going to be able to sustain 5D. That's the flip. That's the event. That's what happens, right? And then it's sustained because then you need to, and then you get that healing energy consistently. So I feel like this is what gives access to you, to your body, to your energies from the higher realms to kind of put you in 5D energies. And that's why you're kind of in this like hippie phase for a while. Yeah, and we saw that it goes until 12 months. It's happening now. Wow. Give it time. It's in the works. And I feel like it's going to go until next spring. We saw that like next like 11 months or something. And how do you know it's happening now? Abundance. You're going to get a lot of abundance. And what can you do at this time? Creation. Just being your creative energies. Anything that's... Any new creative hobbies you brought up or hobbies that you like. Yeah. I got wealth again at the bottom of the deck. Just live life very abundantly and creatively at this time. Last card. And then next year, you'll be able to put this energy into more practical use. Right now, you just got to focus on this rebirth. And what do you got to focus on this rebirth with? Your soul shines. Just being your true authentic self. You'll have the space for it. You'll be brought somewhere where you can just reset, recalibrate, renew your energies, like literally flush out and reset, like reactivate. new energies within you and within your aura, and be your true authentic self. And then you're going into 5D. So there's like this like holding space, this like waiting room energy, though. It's not like that weird liminal uncomfortable energy. It's more of like you get to connect with your past lives, connect with source energy and higher energetic guides in such a strong and powerful way. You're feeling like you're on cloud 9. You know how you felt when you first spiritually awakened and everything's like colorful, you're connecting with the universe and everything's so beautiful, and you're in that like high feeling type of energy. That's how it's going to be, but like for a long time. This is like several months long type of high, maybe even longer than that. Yeah, even longer, forever. But it just, you get kind of used to it. And then, yeah, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate it. Like a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light.